Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Today we're going to talk about XNodes. I did that in-depth analysis about how much rewards of VETHO you actually get per node and per XNode, and sometimes the amount, it made it seem like the amount that you invest in an XNode is not worth it. Now, I didn't talk about some hidden benefits of XNodes that people may not realize. There are three I want to talk about. I also want to talk about the real items release and how people were just getting way overhyped for it. And I said like on my stream several times, don't expect too much coming out of the gate. And I think that's playing out as I expected. So let's talk about XNodes first. There are three hidden benefits. One is the governance. You get more power voting as an XNode than a regular node. XNodes have 40% of the vote, and economic nodes only have 20. So if you're interested in governance and how Vechain will actually operate and you want to have a little more say, then having a Mojangir X node is easily like the best option. Of course, that takes 15,600,000 Vechain, but you can actually upgrade X nodes, you just can't downgrade them. So that's the thing. Like, one is voting for governance. Two is that the fact that economic nodes can actually increase over time and probably will increase over time as VET releases the rest of the supply from circulation. There's only about 26 billion supply left that can be released into circulation. So there will definitely be some economic nodes increase. So the pool of economic node rewards will keep shrinking. Also, you can't really get an authority node unless you're approved, so don't even think about that. X nodes, on the other hand, cannot. The pool for X node rewards can only stay the same. It cannot decrease. And the thing is, for X nodes, the number of X nodes can only decrease and they can't increase. So when you destroy an X node, it's gone forever. And the way you can destroy an X node is if you just don't have enough VET locked up. Once an X node is gone, it's gone forever. You cannot reform it. No one will actually remake it. There are 4,439 right now. But that number will go down. I think there were over 4,500 just a few months ago. I'm not really sure about the rate of decay because many people aren't willing to give up their X nodes, obviously, or like either they're not really willing to destruct them, they're really wanting to sell them. But over time, it does decrease over time. And basically, like the fewer X nodes there are, the more reward each X node gets because the pool of X node rewards never goes away. So that's the other thing. Like XNode percentage staking wise will actually go up over time. I don't know if it'll go up, how much it'll go up. It might go up to 3%, 4%, but your VETHO generation rate per XNode should slowly increase over time because XNode, there are as many XNodes right now as there will ever be, and there will be less in the future. So that's the second benefit. The third benefit is they did say that you could actually get discounts on certain products, projects, and most of all ICOs and other projects on Vechain. Like you might get a discount on, or like lottery tickets like the Binance system and ICOs. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but you do get perks and benefits for ICOs, which could actually be fairly lucrative in the future. We know that everyone rushes BNB for those ICOs because you can buy them at a pre-price, which is much lower than the actual release price, meaning that you can sell right away and gain profit. And that actually might be for VET. Now that is kind of a double-edged sword thing because right now, honestly, the ICOs on Vechain have sucked. I'm not really impressed by any of them. Maybe OceanX, but I'm not really impressed even by that. So right now it's not much, but in the future when the VET ecosystem expands, that could actually get pretty valuable. So that's a third perk of holding XNodes, discounts on ICOs and other things. So those are the three big hidden benefits that not a lot of people think about. I also want to talk about the real items thing. I know real items said like February 22nd, mass adoption. Everyone's like triggered. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be rich. Not so fast, not so fast, young grasshopper. The thing about the mass adoption is that it didn't really happen today. I mean, yes, there is a little bit more burn today than usual on a weekend, and I hope that's the real items thing. But real items, the only things I really see that on real items right now are a backpack that costs a lot of money and a couple of t-shirts, and it's mainly for a charity thing. So the rollout is going to be very slow, and I'm not really sure how big Real Items actually is. They're a fairly new company, so I did not expect millions of transactions to come through today. I didn't even really expect thousands of transactions to come through today. But today's VETHO burn at 1.7 million is slightly higher than a usual Saturday burn. Pretty happy about that. About what I expected. I didn't really think there would be any kind of difference to start, but as Real Items ramps up, as they get more items on, and as more items start using the tracking for the Shopify plugin, I think I will see more benefits. Also, it is a Saturday. I don't know why you would release on a Saturday because no one really does business on Saturday. I'm really looking forward to what happens next week. I still don't think it'll be a big increase, and the weeks afterwards, because, like the big initial rollout, a couple of items, and then you just add more and more items via the Shopify plugin as you gain more trust. So overall, it's very, very good for the system. But if you were expecting a big explosion today, yeah, I said on the stream several times, don't really overthink it. Don't overexpect too much. I don't think it's going to have a big effect at first. And right now, it's really not having a big effect. But it's a good drop for the ecosystem. And I do think it will help it in the future, along with that, the play table game thingy. So that's the whole news for today for Vechain. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.